At 31 years old, Ryan Mitchell was earning $61,000 a year as a business analyst. Good title, stable income, respectable company, but replaceable. That word haunted him after a restructuring email hit his inbox. The company was realigning roles for efficiency. 3 analysts were laid off, all competent, all hardworking. And suddenly Ryan understood something deeply uncomfortable. Being good at your job doesn't make you safe. Being specialized does. Ryan wasn't bad. He created reports, attended meetings, followed instructions, updated dashboards. But so did 12 other analysts on his floor. If management needed to cut costs, who would they keep? The most unique, the most valuable, the hardest to replace. And Ryan wasn't that. That realization felt heavier than any workload, because effort didn't protect him. Scarcity would. That night he did something simple. He listed his current skills: Excel reporting, basic SQL, meeting documentation, project coordination. None of those were rare, they were baseline. Baseline skills earn baseline income. Then he looked at the highest paid analyst in the company. Salary rumored around $110,000. What was different? Advanced predictive modeling, financial forecasting, process automation expertise, executive-level communication. He wasn't busier, he was rarer. That was the shift. Ryan didn't need to work more hours. He needed to upgrade his category. He made one decision. He would stop being general business analyst. He would become data-driven financial optimization specialist. Long title, higher value. That meant learning advanced forecasting models, financial modeling, automation tools, and executive presentation skills. For 6 months, Ryan changed his evenings. No more random scrolling, no more passive TV. 2 hours per night, deep study. Not just watching tutorials, building mock financial models, analyzing public company reports, reverse engineering profit strategies. It wasn't glamorous. No one applauded him, but something inside shifted. He stopped thinking, "How do I complete this task?" He started thinking, "How does this decision affect revenue?" That question changes income level. 3 months later, a cross-functional project opened internally. Finance needed help modeling cost reduction scenarios. Most analysts avoided it. Too technical, too visible. Ryan volunteered, not because he felt ready, because he wanted leverage. The first week was rough. He struggled to keep up with finance terminology, felt out of place in meetings. But discomfort means growth, and growth builds scarcity. By month 4, his models helped identify a 6% operational cost reduction opportunity. Leadership noticed. Not because he worked hard, because he influenced profit. Profit influence raises salary ceilings, and that was the moment Ryan stopped being an employee and started becoming a specialist. Ryan's shift didn't go unnoticed. The cost reduction model he built didn't just sit in a spreadsheet. It was presented to senior leadership. Estimated annual savings, $1.4 million. Ryan wasn't responsible for all of it, but his financial modeling identified the inefficiencies, and that changed how people saw him. Before, he was one of the analysts. Now, he was the analyst who understands profit impact. Language shifted, and language affects valuation. 3 months after the project concluded, his manager scheduled a meeting. "We're creating a new role focused on financial optimization and predictive analysis. We think you're a strong fit." New title: Financial Optimization Specialist. New salary offer: $84,000. From $61,000 to $84,000 in under a year. $23,000 increase, nearly 38% growth. But here's what matters more than the raise. His category changed. He was no longer competing with 12 general analysts. He was operating in a narrower, higher-paying niche. And niche controls pricing. Ryan did something smart. He updated his LinkedIn headline immediately. Financial optimization and predictive modeling specialist. Cost reduction and revenue strategy. Recruiters search by specialization, not by loyalty. Within 4 months, he received 2 external interview offers. One mid-sized logistics company, one fast-growing SaaS firm. The SaaS company offered $102,000 base salary, performance bonus potential on top. From $61K, $84K, $102K in 18 months. $41,000 total increase, almost 67% growth. No startup gamble, no risky investment. Skill specialization. Here's the psychological truth most employees miss. Companies don't pay for hours, they pay for outcomes tied to money. If your work doesn't clearly connect to revenue or cost savings, your income ceiling stays low. Ryan didn't become smarter overnight. He became aligned with profit. That alignment multiplied his earning power. And here's another important layer. Specialists get laid off last. Generalists get cut first. Because specialists are harder to replace. Scarcity equals security. Scarcity equals leverage. Leverage equals income growth. Ryan once feared restructuring emails. Now he understood his value in the market. That confidence changed everything. He negotiated differently. He positioned differently. He invested differently. Instead of saving $500 per month, he was investing over $3,000 monthly between retirement and brokerage accounts. That difference compounds dramatically over 20 years. At 8% growth, investing an extra $2,500 per month long-term. That's well over $1.4 million difference, all from deciding not to remain general. And here's the uncomfortable question for you. Are you specialized enough to command higher income? Or are you still operating at baseline skill level? Because baseline skill earns baseline pay. Ryan stopped being employee who completes tasks. He became specialist who protects profit. And profit-based positioning always pays more. If you're working hard, but your skill isn't rare, you're competing in a crowded category. Subscribe to Rich Mind Talk, because we don't just talk about earning more, we teach you how to become harder to replace. Your income ceiling isn't fixed, your category might be.